and welcome to another edition of your Human Service News and Information. I'm Hassan Rashid, and I'll be with you for approximately one half an hour. Guess what? It's about 31 days before spring. It's always excellent being here with you, and it's such a great achievement to come into your lives, your households, your homes, or wherever you might be viewing the program. Once again, it's an excellent achievement to prepare before you like we do. Okay, I am Hassan Rashid, and I guess for the next 25 minutes we'll be having your history, your human service news and information. Okay, we're starting off. I need to go to the state capitol, and Governor Baker, the brand new governor of Massachusetts. Governor Baker wants to overhaul state Medicaid program. And Charlie Baker speaking at Boston Chamber of Commerce forum at the Fairmont Copley Hotel on February 5th. Jesse Costa, it's WWBUR, reported this. Governor Charlie Baker said Thursday that overhauling the mass health program will be an early priority as he looks ahead to crafting his budget proposal for the new fiscal year. Baker said spending on mass health, the state Medicaid program, serves ahead of our other health and human service programs and is going at an unsustainable rate. Baker told the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce that one problem is individuals who are enrolled in both mass health, private insurance plans because no one from the state has contacted them. He said the state has to work to find double enrolled individuals and remove them from the program. He said spending on the program was going up 13% this year, while other health and human service programs are going up by about 2%. If we don't solve that problem, we're going to create problems everywhere else, he said. Baker released a plan Tuesday designed to plug an estimated $768 million budget gap, a combination of spending cuts and additional revenue, including diverting capital gains tax intended for the state rainy day fund. But he will need legislative approval for some of his plans. Okay, U.S. says mass violated mother's rights by removing child. The federal government says state child welfare department needs to compensate her and allow her to prove she can care for her daughter, or it could face a lawsuit. Massachusetts child welfare official contended that the young woman with a developmental disability couldn't properly care for a newborn and placed the child in foster care. She was 19, a brand new mother with a developmental disability. 2 days after giving birth to her daughter, the state took the infant away and placed her in foster care. Massachusetts child welfare officials contend that the young woman couldn't properly care for a newborn and insisted they acted in the child's best interest. But the federal government disagrees. It says the state violated the woman's civil rights by discriminating against her because of her disability. Okay, so that's one in the works. We're going to try to follow that throughout as it evolves throughout the year. It's the state says Massachusetts violated mother's rights by removing child. Okay, I'm going to move right along. I just remind you that we're having a little trouble with the opening video. The sound, I guess we were having a little trouble, technical difficulties, so hopefully that's solved now. But the video was a presentation on Black History Month. This is the Black History Month, February 2015, and I also had a follow-up to that video. If it hadn't sound hadn't left us, I had a proclamation from the President of the United States on the National Black American History Month that I wanted to read to you. That the President, he came forth, I guess it was the first week of February, and issued a proclamation on Black History Month. Okay, so it is as follows, quote, by President of the United States, a proclamation, quote, for generations, the story of America's progress has been shaped by the inextinguishable belief that change is always possible and a brighter future lies ahead. With tremendous strength and abiding resolve, our ancestors, the some of whom were brought to this land in chains, have woven their resilience, dignity into the fabric of our nation, and taught us that we are not trapped by the mistakes of history. It was these truths that found expression as foot soldiers and freedom riders set in and stood up, marched, and agitated for justice and equality. The audacious movement gave birth to a new era of civil rights and voting rights. And slowly we renewed our commitment to an ideal at the heart of our funding. No matter who you are, what you look like, how modest your belongings, or the circumstances of your birth, you deserve every opportunity to achieve your God-given potential. As we mark the National African American History Month, we celebrate giants of the civil rights movements and countless other men and women whose names are etched in the hearts of their loved ones and the cornerstone of the country they helped to change. We pause to reflect on our progress and our history, not only to remember, but also to acknowledge our unfinished work. We reject the false notion that our challenges lie only in the past, and we recommit to advance what has been left undone. Brave Americans did not struggle and sacrifice to secure fundamental rights for themselves and others, only to see those rights denied to their children and grandchildren. Our nation is still racked with division and poverty. Too many children live in crumbling neighborhoods, cycling through standard schools and being affected by daily violence in their communities. And the Americans of all races have seen their wages and incomes stagnate while inequality continues to hold back hardworking families and entire communities. But the trajectory of our history gives us hope. Today we stand on the shoulders of courage, individuals who endure the thumps of billy clubs, the blast of fire hoses, the pain of watching dreams by deferred and denied. We honor them by investing in those around us and doing all we can to ensure every American can reach their full potential. Our country is at its best when everyone is treated fairly and has the chance to build the future they seek for themselves and their families. This means providing the opportunity for every person in America to access a world-class education, safe and affordable housing, and a job training that will prepare them for the careers of tomorrow. Like the countless quiet heroes who worked and bled far from the public eye, we know that with enough effort, empathy, and perseverance, people who love their country can change it. Together, we can help our nation live up to its immense promise. This month, let us continue the unending journey towards a more just, more equal, and more perfect union. Now, therefore, I, Barack Obama, President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim February 25th as the National African American History Month. I call upon public officials, educators, librarians, and all the people of the United States to observe this month with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities in witness thereof. I have hereunto set my hands this 30th day of January in the year of our Lord 2015 and the end of the independence of the United States of America, the 239th. Okay, that's unquote the President of the United States, Presidential Proclamation, National African American History Month, and that was President from President Barack Obama, a goodwill or a goodwill greeting or to all of us here that reside in the United States of America. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna move right along and try to update you on some. Since we're on the subject of Black History Month, we're gonna try to update you on some of the happenings around Cambridge, Black History Month celebration events around Cambridge, etc. Cambridge celebrates Black History Month. The City of Cambridge employees Committee on Diversity, City Manager's Office, and Mayor David Mahar invites you to an evening of conversation in honor of Black History Month. That's Thursday, February 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Cambridge Public Library, 449 Broadway. The event will feature a moderate panel discussion, Black college athletes, education, myth, and reality. Light refreshments and will be served. This program is free and open to the public. Okay, while their talents are responsible for generating millions of dollars for their colleges and universities, Black college athletes often go through college with different academic expectations. Recent scandals involving university demonstrated this issue when athletes were offered paperless classes that did not require class attendance or coursework and resulted in passing grades. This discussion will examine athletes' perception of college athletics, along with the reality of athletes having little to fall back on when dreams of making it to the professional league of their sports are not realized. The panelists include Paul Francisco, former player for the New England Patriots, Vice President Global Inclusion at State Street Bank; Derek Jackson, columnist for the Black Boston Globe; Rodney Johnson, Director of Track and Field and Cross Country, Boston University; Jamal Prince, Dean of Students, Cambridge Rindge Latin School; Louis Bryant, Director of Multicultural Services at the Buckingham Brown and Nichols School in Cambridge, will moderate. These panelists will share their own experience and knowledge around these issues and offer wisdom and insight on ways of moving forward, ensuring a stimulating and engaging evening. So that's February 26, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Cambridge Public Library, 449 Broadway Street. Okay, there's also a list of other things that are happening this Black History Month 2015. There's a Joe, okay, we missed that. There's images of Point Man Palmer in Vietnam. That's at the main library lecture hall, February 17th, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Cambridge native Vernon Grant revolutionized comic art by integrating the concept of Japanese magna into his groundbreaking graphic novels Point Man Palmer, A Monster is Loose in Tokyo, and Love Rangers. Join us as his wife, Betsy Grant, discusses his fascinating life work. That's Adventures of Point Man Palmer in Vietnam, February 17, 6:30 p.m. That's on a Tuesday. Then there's the Poet Laureates of Boston and Somerville. That's a Wednesday, February 25th, 6:30 p.m. That's at the main library community room. Celebrate African Americans in the arts with the poetry of two new poet laureates, Daniel Legros Georges of Boston and Nicole Therese Dutton of Somerville. George is the author of The Maroon and teaches at Leicester University. Dutton is the author of If One of Us Should Fall and teaches at Pine Manor College. So that's a poet laureate of Boston and Somerville. That's February 25th, 6:30 p.m. at the main library in the community room. Then there's the Black College Athlete Education Myth and Reality. That's also at the main library lecture hall, 449 Broadway, okay, Broadway in Cambridge. Join them for a discussion of the challenges of Black college athlete. Panelists will examine young athletes' perception of college athletics, their education, economic achievement, and their exploitation. A light dinner will be served at 6 p.m., co-sponsored by the City Employees Committee. Okay, that's the same event, but it was under a different listing. Okay, so there's a series of civil rights films to be offered this Black Month for your viewing pleasure. That's on February 14th, Revise the Freedom Summer, when students and activists travel to Mississippi to challenge the political establishment. Okay, and February 25th, the documentary College Football, a Black Power Movement, luminaries and the artists and activists they influence. February 28th, the classic adaptation of Lauren Hainsbury plays Sidney Porter and the original Broadway. So these are all at the, main library lecture hall. Saturday at 2 p.m. Saturdays at 2. Join us Saturdays at 2 p.m. all this month. Saturdays at 2 p.m. at the main library, and check out some of these civil rights films. Okay, got another little message here for all of you Cambridge African American Heritage from the Cambridge African American Heritage Alliance, and they're looking for volunteer help and new members. Okay, would you like to assist a nonprofit organization that works with graphic artists, entertainers, musicians, actors, directors, costume designers, cyber and social media artists, researchers, website builders, script writers, videographers, historians, archivists, and many more? Okay, the Cambridge African American Heritage League needs help to bring awareness to the cultural heritage of African Americans in Cambridge, to preserve the African American Heritage Trail, and to inspire, educate, and motivate all peoples of Cambridge and visitors through cultural preservation. So sign up to be a part-time volunteer or member. That's for additional information, follow-up information, you can call 617-491-5529 or 617-669-6263. So the Cambridge African American Heritage Alliance looking for volunteer help and new members. So you can sign up at or call for additional information at 617-491-5529, 617-669-6263. Okay, we're just about through some of the Black History events in Cambridge. Okay, we got another one here. Another one. This is Celebrate Black History Month at the Cambridge Citywide Senior Center. That's and they're honoring this occasion with a film entitled Red Tails. The movie is based on the true life story of the first African American pilots in World War II. Crews of African American pilots in Tuskegee training program, having faced segregation while keeping mostly on the ground during World War II, are called into duty under the guidance of Colonel A.J. Bullard. The movie will be shown on our large screen. This program is free and open to the public. That's at the Cambridge Citywide Senior Center, 806 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. 02139. For additional information, you can call 617-349-6060. That's 617-349-6060. And so you come on out and celebrate Black History Month on Thursday, February 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. with the Cambridge Citywide Senior Center and enjoy this movie entitled Red Tails. Okay? The City of Cambridge Human Service Commission meeting agenda for, meeting. So the City of, the City of Cambridge Human Service Commission is having a meeting February 12th, 2015, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Also at the Citywide Senior Center, 806 Massachusetts Avenue. So that's just several tomorrow. That's City of Cambridge Human Service Commission meeting. Okay, that's February 12th, 2015, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Okay, the Chinese New Year party also is coming up at the Cambridge Citywide Senior Center. The date is Wednesday, February 25th, 2015, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is the year of the sheep. There will be good food and excellent entertainment. Tickets will go fast. Tickets must be purchased in advance. So the tickets are $5. That's for the Chinese New Year's party that's being held on the 25th also of 2015. That's a Wednesday. So that's at Cambridge Citywide Senior Center, 806 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. 02139. And the telephone number is 617-349-6060. So you get on out, and if you want to go out and celebrate the Chinese New Year's with the Chinese folks, okay? I'd like to tell you before we get out of here, there's also a new edition of a Spirit Change newspaper on the market, and this is what the latest edition look like. Well, it's on the streets, not market. Well, it's on the streets. So this is what the latest edition of the Spirit Change news look like. This latest edition. So help a homeless person out by purchasing this newspaper. The income from this paper is very important to homeless people, and I know that your sympathies, you are sensitive to what homeless people are in need of. So first thing, you can come out and get this paper. That's the Spirit Change News, and the homeless people out there right now selling this paper, okay? Another thing, we're talking about newsletters at Cambridge TV, Cambridge TV, that's CCTV, Cambridge Community TV. CCTV also has another edition of their newsletter out, and that's it's entitled Open Studio, the Cambridge Community Television Newsletter, and that's available to you also. All you got to do is come in at 438 Massachusetts Avenue and inquire about a copy of the Open Studio Cambridge Newsletter, and they'll be glad to let you have one, okay? Okay, another thing, Cambridge Winter Farmers Market's back in action, activities. So every Saturday, January through April, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., it's the Cambridge Winter Farmers Market, and I got to tell you that they're located at the Cambridge Community Center. So every Saturday, get set to go out and be able to purchase fresh produce and everything else. It'll be interesting to see what they have this winter down there. But one thing, if you you don't have to worry about credit. If you have a credit card or if you have SNAP benefits, they accept credit cards and they accept SNAP. So and plus, if you spend $15 in SNAP, you get $30 in value. You get the $30 credit to purchase. So you get double your money's worth over there. That's the Cambridge Winners Farmers Market. I am Hassan Rashid, and I guess well, we can't do everything that I had intended for you in 25 minutes. But before I go, I'd like to remind you that the president budget, he came out with a budget, president's budget for 2016, and as far as homeless assistance, well, the picture is looking pretty good for homeless assistance. The president has included a lot of things in his budget that will targeted for homeless and homeless assistance programs. So it looks pretty good, and I just like to remind you of that. So homeless people, they can keep their hopes up because there seems to be a lot of help on the way. Okay. Another thing, the city of Cambridge has a scholarship fund. So every year they come out with the scholarship fund for young folks. So the deadline to apply for this is March 9th, 2015. So if you'd like additional information about how you can apply for this, that's the City of Cambridge Finance Department, C.L. Julie Turner, 795 Massachusetts Avenue. Or you can walk right up in the City Hall and go to the City Clerks Act and say you want an application for the City of Cambridge Scholarship Fund. I'm Hassan Rashid, and you know, I always enjoy being here with you, and I like to leave you with the fact, reminding you that you should keep your nose clean, play it straight, and don't forget to assist someone in need of your help. Until next time, I leave you with the greetings of peace, and once again, it's about 31 days before spring. So until next time, I leave you with the greetings of peace, and that is